basketball play. Oh, okay, y'all talking about basketball. Okay, yeah, the playoffs on, ain't they? Okay, I completely forgot about that. Oh, yeah, man, everybody be sure to check out some basketball, man. Yeah, that bad DJ says they thought we were going to fight. They did. They actually did. From Al Thompson, we had about 15 to 20% colonizer and Puerto Rican. Okay. No, I'm cool, Clay. I'm cool. All right, man. Appreciate y'all coming aboard, man. Unfortunately, y'all got to witness back and forth between me and my cuz. We do this shit all the time. It's all gravy, though, man. I appreciate everybody coming aboard, man. Appreciate y'all rolling with me for sure. Due to the flow of the show, the way it's gone thus far, I got a little bit of time, and I don't even know if I want to give out this colonizer of the week or not. Cause we've been all off in other places and whatnot, and I usually want to ask everybody to give their nominees usually about an hour and a half into the show, and I'm down to the last 15 minutes, and I have not done that, man. So I don't think I'm gonna do the colonizer of the week, man. So I'll tell you what I'll do. This is probably the second Monday I haven't done that. Maybe. Number 6. Nah. I tell you what, man. If I can get a few nominees, you know what I'm saying, I'll do it. But I usually like to initiate some participation. I could just throw it out there, man. But I usually like to get y'all's opinion on that. So if you're still around, man, I know it's a little later on the East Coast, man. You can give some straight opinions on the colonizer of the week. Otherwise, man, I'm just going to read a little bit of chat, a little bit of closing statement, man. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. As a matter of fact, from Big Apple Bastard, if they get into a fight, I'm putting my money on that ninja. He don't eat mayo. Nah, ain't gonna be no fighting amongst family, man. Ain't gonna be no fighting amongst family. Hey, man, damn, Big L, listen, man. I know you want me to talk basketball, but listen to me, Big L. The reason why I don't, and again, I told you, man, I was at the tournament and watching my daughter play. But outside of that, if I literally don't watch something, I'm not going to come on there and act like I did just reading somebody else's article and highlights about it, because I like to have my perspective, because what I found is that if I watch a game, what I saw or the way that I viewed the game and the way I want to regurgitate it and talk about what happened has nothing to do with what you might hear on, you know, the mainstream radio the next day. The things that they want to point out and talk about, I'm like, with that type of game, with that performance, with everything that went on in that game, why the hell would you focus on that? It's almost like the LeBron thing, and I never understood. Just too many complaints, man. I just don't. It's almost like being a movie critic. You just got a bunch of motherfuckers who with nothing to do criticizing somebody, just looking for something to criticize so they can make a name for themselves. Like, I never understood that he passes too much. Do you know if a white dude did what LeBron did, the ass kissing would never ever stop? That unselfish, that willing to give the ball to the open man. By the way, y'all know that's basketball, right? Like that's what I don't like about basketball coverage, all the arbitrary bullshit they put on it that doesn't have anything to do with the game. Saying shit like, if you're really a great player, you'll do this or you'll do that. He doesn't have the it factor. Some arbitrary shit you can't point to, you know, which is real good when you're selling an invisible product. That always helps. Some arbitrary shit you can't point to as a reason to criticize somebody where there is no criticism. I can't stand that about fucking media coverage, and they seem to do that more with basketball than anything, because it's hard to deny greatness. So you just critique everything else and find some negative highlights and show them over and over again. The dumbest thing ever to me was he passes too much. A real player wouldn't pass. If he took all the shots, they would say selfish, greedy nigga that doesn't give up the ball. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Catch 22, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But make no mistake about it, if he took all the shots, they say he's wrong for that shit too. I've just never understood the shit. I've never understood it, man. It's fucking weird to me. From That Bad DJ, one day I'm bringing my mic and we're going to have a show back and forth. Y'all might hear claps and table slam, but me and him have the most knowledge and opinions about some of this shit. You know what, cuz we can do that too. I'm equipped to do that, man. If you get a mic, it'll definitely be easier. But every time I come up there, man, I just haven't had the damn time. I've meant to do it last Thanksgiving and the last reunion. I've been meaning for us to do that. Just hasn't had time, man. From 334 Bama Boy. Just like they think Gronk is fun for being drunk and acting a fool in public. As a matter of fact, they gave it a funny name, Gronk Smash or whatever. Let T.O. been a drunk too, plus not being a good old boy. They would have shown up with torches and pitchforks at his house. Exactly. Gronk dancing, partying, drinking, showing up at clubs and shit. It's all good. Nobody gives a damn. He just parties. It's all good. It's cool. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. Crazy, though. JY3, U.S. talking shit, but no, South Korea going to get blown the fuck up. I don't know what the hell's going on, man. Clay Davis says, mayonnaise is the devil. Clay Davis. That is one of the most profound things that has ever been said on this train. Mayonnaise is the devil. It really is, sir. It really is. Mayonnaise sucks. From That Bad DJ, I wouldn't mind a show about LeBron versus Jordan. Interested in Cuz's opinions. Hey, Cuz, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. And I know what you're gonna say after I say it. Well, I don't know, but I imagine. I hate those debates. I hate those debates because they diminish the now. I hate that people can't enjoy what's happening right now and save all of that reflective pie in the sky type talk for when that shit is done. Like right now I can say, man, I wonder what Dr. J versus Kobe would look like. They're both done. Now, you know, something silly like that. And even then, it's a pie in the sky conversation. You can't do anything with it. But I don't care. Let me just say, I don't care for that conversation, especially while the person's playing, because usually there's a lot to be talked about with what they're doing now. So I don't really care for that conversation because most of the time when it's brought up, it's to not talk about what somebody got going right now. It's like, he's so good. Let me bring up all-time great so I can talk about how good he isn't. You know what I'm saying? But generally speaking, cuz, man, I really don't even like those debates. I could do it. I think it's kind of a little cheesy, a little easy, but I don't really necessarily care for those debates. But it is one to be had. You know what I'm saying? But, and again, see, the other side factor, cuz, is, you know how I feel about the NBA and officiating. I got to put that into it, which is going to turn into a completely different conversation. I can't let that go because it has a huge say in what somebody can do in the game. I can control somebody's average if I keep putting fouls on them. So there are just too many reasons to make that conversation really difficult for me to have. From Big Apple Bastard, I'd rather hear a show about Bird versus Dirk so we can bash both of them instead of talking about their greatness. Thank you, Big Apple. That's what I'm talking about. See, that's what happens when you do that. You end up looking for reasons to criticize great players instead of talking about how great they were. That's kind of what I was saying about that conversation. I don't really like it because it seems to be used to, I don't know, just diminish things. I personally, I like to try to enjoy people's career for what it is in that moment. I don't like to say he's like this player. I like, no, I don't like saying he's the next this player. I'm like, he's the first, whatever the fuck his name is. You know what I'm saying? Like comparing Zeke to whoever, I'm like, he's the first Zeke Elliott to me. First Dak Prescott, first 12 gauge. That's what they are to me. When you get done, if you want to say he kind of reminds me of this person, fine. But I just think that's cheap and easy, so I try not to do that. I want to analyze somebody's career for what it is. You know what I'm saying? So most of the time when I hear that argument, I'm like, I don't know, I don't like that damn argument. I just don't like it. From That Bad DJ, white people don't like flamboyant Negroes. White people act like us when they want to be flamboyant and they laugh and praise them. Gronk is white. T.O.'s only difference is he isn't white. I know these I know these things, nigga, you monkey.
Motherfucker.
I know that, cuz. I'm just saying. But, I mean, you know, it is what it is, man. From Sidney Jackson, Me Too Ninja, folks today can't wait till a motherfucker retire before they start this comparison stuff. Yeah, Sidney, I mean, I've always been that way, man. I don't like it, man. I just, let the career play out, you know what I'm saying? I just don't like it. You know what else I really don't like, Sidney? Hall of Fame talk. Like as soon as somebody's done or while they're in their career, instead of talking about what they're doing and how well they're playing, is he a Hall of Famer? And I take, you know what? I don't got time. But I don't like that argument either because most of the time people just, their definition of that is off, in my opinion, a little bit. From RC, Big Apple Bastard, I picked Bird over Dirk, but Bird played with a plethora of Hall of Famers. Tiny Archibald, McHale, Parrish, Dennis Johnson, and Walton. Don't forget about Chief. Oh, you said Parrish. You got Chief in. Okay, my bad. And like Dirk, Bird was a liability on defense. Thank you, RC. Thank you. Nobody ever wants to mention that shit about his ass. But every time I bring up Melo, that's the first thing a ninja say. Jesus. Makes me sick. From G Money. They do the same thing with Kelsey on the Chiefs. Let me give you a bomb right now, G Money. They do the same thing with Kelsey on the Chiefs. It goes way back to the slavery days when slaveries with slaves. I love mayonnaise and potato salad and on my fries, but not in the bedroom. G Money, that was a weird ass chat. I feel like I should take that bomb back. You started out strong and you fizzled out, much like you know what, I'm not gonna do that. But you started out strong, sir, and you fizzled out. You know what I'm saying? Much like I ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna let that one go. All right, from that bad DJ. But great point. Kelsey gets to dance his ass off. Oh my God, he's so festive. You know, they love him. They love him. From that bad DJ. I kind of think people are selective with Jordan anyways. Jordan got all the calls and had 2 Hall of Famers on his team. Preach, cuz. I don't like an unfair playing field. Bomb drop. So when Jordan got those calls at the end of his career, I hated that shit too. Lose, you win. Fuck the storyline. Let the winner go on to the next round. I hated that shit too, even when it was Mike. I hated the fact that he got calls. I couldn't stand that shit. Let me see here. Fair funny. Clay Davis said, "Is Romo a Hall of Famer?" Question mark with laughing emojis. Exactly. That's what they do. Soon as he over with, is such and such a Hall of Famer? I can't stand that shit, man. From that bad DJ, Big L, he would, but not NBA. Maybe football or black quarterbacks. Big L says this ninja will do a side tournament, but not players. What the fuck? You talking about players being, you know, I don't like that comparison, Big L. I think it's lazy, cheap, and easy. You know what I'm saying? Plus, it's insincere and a way to criticize somebody who should probably be getting praised for what they're doing right now. So that's the main reason I don't like it. That's the main reason, you know what I'm saying? That's the main reason. And that bad DJ, I probably agree. If you talking about, that bad DJ, I'll tell you something else. You want to hear me say something positive about white people? Everybody saying Romo sucked. Again, don't be simple. I'm not insulting anybody, but your regular season counts. Your numbers count. There's no such thing as hollowed stats. You earn those. That is a symbol of what the hell you did in your career. I don't believe in hollow stats. I believe that if you put up the numbers, you put them up. And I also believe that you take the time to have the complex conversation that he could have did better in the playoffs. Great regular seasons, and at times he could have done better in the playoffs. It's okay to be great and have bad moments. That's what I think Romo was. And you can't take away his numbers and his production. You can't. I think he made a mistake by not running anymore. I think he took away one of his own weapons by doing that. But he chose to do it, so I mean, it is what it is. All right, man, this is the Underground Railroad Show with ThatNinjaOnSpreaker.com. I appreciate everybody coming aboard, man. I'm going to get ready to get out of here. Thank y'all for rolling with me, man. I appreciate it. I was going to play this little Trump song on the way out, man, but I don't got enough time. So what I will do is ride out to the sounds of my cuzzo, That Bad DJ. Track produced by That Bad DJ, ladies and gentlemen. And it is jamming. If I don't say so myself, that's old school term. Jamming. Appreciate everybody coming aboard, man. Thank y'all for rolling with me. My pops told me to think about all that I speak, but do not speak all that I think. Simply put, that means sometimes you should shut the fuck up and keep your opinion to yourself. My mom's taught me how to cook when I was young, said if I learned how to cook, I wouldn't have to get a chick to do it for me. I would not be dependent on her, thus she would not be able to hang around and get on my damn nerves. Thank you for that advice, moms. I appreciate it. She also taught me to make sure I get the number from the chick, because if she like you, she'll give you her number. She won't give you her number, you know, to give you a chance to give you a fake number and all that. Thank you for that advice, mom and pop. Thank you for the advice. I appreciate it. Helping to make me the man that I am. I truly appreciate that. Thank y'all for rolling with me, man. I hope to see y'all next week. Actually, I'll probably do a show Thursday. It might not be on the network, man, but be sure to check me out. Follow the avatar. You'll see when the show comes on. See y'all next Monday on WSME. See you Thursday on Spreaker. Thanks for rolling with me. And as always, take care and be easy.